Oh, a good exercise effort of us of pulling our faculties away from the world and worldliness and listening to these glorious shastras and through them trying to focus on the reality. After doing it for a long time, then a saturation point comes. In that saturation point level, highest frustration comes because of no success at all. From that highly frustrating point of Y road, there are two options, two roads, Y road. One, therefore they give up spirituality and back into the total worldliness. The other road is don't understand things. So much I am struggling every day, but why I am not able to understand or get into the groove of spirituality totally in his analysis? He himself knows by himself, or he can ask the Guru. Guru tells, Beta, yatato hyapi kaunteya purushasya vipashchitaha indriyani pramathini haranti prasabham manaha. It's okay, you are doing your 2-3 hours of sadhana, 2-3 hours of satsang, very good. So 2-3 कितने हो गए 6-6 12 3-3 My dear, where is your mind and life in remaining 18 hours? Okay, minus 6, 12 hours. Predominantly you are into the Indriya Vishaya. That is why your mind is neither gathering nor holding this Prajna, this Tattva Jnana. So then Guru what to do? You tell first. You want to succeed in in Shreya Marga, or you want to go back into Prayo? Guru, I came to you, that means I have chosen Shreya Marga, no? But I have doubt, you just confirm. Confirmed Guru that I want to walk on Shreya Marga. Is it true? Yes, Pakka, no kare? Yeah. Then Tani Sarvani Samyamya Yukta Asita Matpara. Lock all your outgoing tendencies, be steadfast, and keep me and me and me alone as the goal. Keep throughout life in mind, Vashehi Yasya Indriyani Tasya Prajna Pratishtita. The one in whose control are all his Indriyas, he alone can slowly gain the Prajna, realize that Prajna to be himself, and get established in it, called as Moksha. Okay, Guru, I understood now. Then what will you do from today? 31st Jan 2026. Doors closed completely. For what? Satsang and sadhana. Nahi, nahi, nahi. For everything else. See that person then, when he is lost to the outer world and lost in the inner world, then only the inner subtleties, realities are revealed to him, like to Leela. To her, first the inner thing revealed is she is not Adhibhautika Deha Yukta Jiva, she is Ativahika. She is not only Ativahika, but she is Chidakasha Rupini. With Chidakasha as background, reaching to Ativahika, all the lokas she has seen taken by Mother Saraswati herself as the guide. जैसे फॉरेन कंट्री में जाते हो, कोई गाइड है तो सब दिखा के बढ़िया सा आपको बात लास्ट में नया ग्राम में छोड़ के आ जाएगा. So Leela was taken all across. She is close to the outer world, therefore open to the inner things. So in that way road, one chooses to go back to worldliness, other chooses to give up everything and enter entirely into Adhyatmikata. After this struggle which you and I are going through for some more years, wherein every day we are in the Vyavahara, putting our mind in all that Vastu Vyakti Ragadesha, and again come back to the class, try to pull that mind from them and try to understand the truth as indicated by the Guru Parampara. Continue, continue, continue. May the Divine bless us for us to realize what we have to pursue and that should be pursued exclusively. Leelopakhyanam we are seeing, then Mother is revealing those one by one Very sublime, universal secret. So that in mind only, in one space only, in different spaces with their levels of worlds are there. So in this very room, let us say, if five people are there, two animals are there, three birds are there, two, three insects are there. They, in one angle, appear to be staying in this one space that we assume, presume. But each one has got his in his own world and in his own thinking and attitudes. इमेजिन करो एक कमरे में एक मंगूस है, एक सांप भी है और एक मेंढक भी है, एक छोटा कीड़ा भी है ना? मंगूस वांट्स टू ईट द सांप, सांप वांट्स टू ईट द मेंढक, मेंढक वांट्स टू ईट द स्मॉल insect. Each of them are in different world. Same room, let us say wife, husband, children. Children in their own world of friends or chatting or some entertainment. Wife is in her own world of, at least now this fellow husband should bring two bricks, one of silver and gold, and put in my neck. They have become so cheap. Or cheap means they are increasing the cost. It's a good investment also. How many times he tells me कि मेरे सामने झुकती नहीं हो, झुकती नहीं हो. Why will not I bend if he puts two bricks in my neck, gold and silver? Isn't it? So she is in her own world, and he is in his own world, isn't it? Of whatever the things are there, gold and silver, how to sell them and go for some drinking or eating, isn't it? This is how it is. मेरा दुनिया मेरा आपका आपका. कभी कभी गफलत से गलती से मिलते हैं हम. Otherwise, each one. That's how we have to find our own personal sadhana and transcendence reality. So, having heard all these knowledges, Leela also says, yes, mother, in my ignorance, hetufala asakti, hetufala avesha, karma phala avesha, while doing karmas as a phala, how many lives I have gone through? Recent 800 I know. Few I am telling. Leela says, like in your bank transactions, nowadays, Google Pay, Phone Pay, now, every day 30 transactions happen. Ask the bank fellow to update your पासबुक और अकाउंट. हाँ, पिछले एक महीने का या 100 हम कर सकते हैं, उससे पहले का नहीं करेंगे बिकॉज टू मच हो जाता है. So they won't. Last 4 years, if you ask them, they won't, because in those 4 years you are not going to the bank. In how many ways they have confused your accounts and all, only they know. There are some people. But anyway, the point is 800 lives she remembers. Let us see a few of them what she says. And while listening to it, it's not only Leela, all the Jivas who have not realized their Brahma Swarupa have gone through various lives and are going to go through. Okay? Among those are you and I, one of them. So the neighbor of mine here now is a human being. Earlier life he may be some animal, some bird, some Deva Gandharva, we don't know. So to his neighbor we. Here we are human. What we were in the past, what we will be in the future, we don't know. So therefore, not only don't limit your life to this life, but also know that the human life is the karma bhumi, where papa karma, necha yoni, punya karma, urdhva yoni, sadhana, moksha. All these three sets are possible. Your choice now. Still, with all this heard, understand or not understand, convince or not convince, therefore take up the higher or take up the lower. It is your own choice. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो। ओम यैरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वम्। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यम्। ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानाम्। ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव नारद आदि समस्त योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण आदि शास्त्राणाम आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणे इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवद शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति देश निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थम तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्मरन्ति सीकरा यस्माद् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तस्य मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ॐ सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखकरं पूर्णं परं पावनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ ससदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुत्तिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने लीला जन्मांतर वर्णनम नाम सप्तविंशतितमः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच Sri Devi Vacha. So, Krishna Vasudeva, Narayana, Narayana. Very wonderful, important, beautiful are these points, topics, thoughts. Hope you are attentively listening. So, husband one, Brahmana, burnt body, died. His died is therefore his sharira is bhasmikruta. The husband two is again his sharira is there in that flowers etc. in the Antapura. The third one is now the king there where you have gone and he did not recognize you now is in such a terrible, terrible condition. Okay? Now, that is told by Saraswati Mata to Leela and to all of us to say that if not careful, if inadvertent, jivas can fall from higher to lower. Where is that great Brahman of such a Nishthagarishta Anushtana? Now, within 2 lives, he has, though materially became a king, but personality wise, he is ki bhoga kalola kalana vikalaha, full of the bhogas, malachetanaha, antakarana occupied by all the malinya, jadya jarjara chidvrittihi, all his chitta vrittis are jadya and jarjara, samsarambodhi kachapaha. Now he is a tortoise turtle, totally drowned in the water river ocean of samsara. Totally forgotten of dharma moksha, lost in arthakama. Then the next one was important. Chitrani Rajakaryani Kurvanapi Akulani Api. All the Chitra Vichitra Rajakaryas he is doing with all excitement or disturbance. And with the disturbance again, he is doing the Rajakaryas. Rajakaryas done, getting disturbed. Disturbed, involved in them. All that you imagine that. As I said, attacking other countries, troubling other countries, getting troubled by them, within also troubling the government servants, not paying them proper salary, therefore troubled by them, or the praja not taken care. Har tarah ka once one's mind is gone out of track because of one's yoga pravritti, any nonsense it can think and do. That's the meaning of chitrani rajakaryani kurvanapi akulani api suptastitaha jadataya na jagarti. See, he is supta sthita jadataya. In a total jadata, he is sthita stationed in supti, nidra only. The jagarti, he is never waking up. Means bhava brahme. In this total brahma delusion of bhava samsara, he is lost. And his attitude right now is what? Ishwaroham. I am the Lord of the whole world. Bhogi aham. I am the one enjoying everything. Siddhoham. Nobody is great successful than me. Balavan aham. Dare not anybody can touch me. I'll defeat them. Sukhi aham. In this way I am very happy, comfortable. Iti. In this way anartha maharajya valita. He is totally tied down himself with maharajya of anarthata. Avashatam gatah. Now, he only tied himself down with all these thoughts, notions, imaginations, projections, and so much that he is not able to come out of that. Nobody can help him. Even others help, he is not in a position to take that help to come out. Then, more than that, I need not tell you are wise enough to understand how is he and what will be your lot if you go. ठीक है therefore tat kasya vada bhartu tvam samipam varavarnini vatyavanaantaram gandhalekamiva vananye. So like the wind takes the fragrance of one forest to other, tell me where you want me to take. Before Leela says either le jao, udhar le jao, Mother Saraswati herself continues giving some more bits of very, very essential wisdom. One, Anya eva hi samsaraha saha Anya Brahmanda Mandapaha. So this place, you know what is happening in this family. There, in that Padma and you as Leela, Mandapa and that Rajya is different. And there, the third one, that is totally different. Anya eva tata vatse vyavahara paramparaha. Oh my child, my daughter, the vyavahara parampara in each of the places is totally different. Now, again, yesterday also I stopped myself. Today also I am stopping myself from more explanation in this regard. Ki, such a like, do you know when you board a train or flight, who will be the co-passengers? What will be their attitudes, their intentions, their behaviors? It's totally only Ishvara knows whom to put together, or even though physically put together, what each one does, etc. Totally different world. So, in the same way, when you take up each Sharira, the whole surroundings around will be different. That's why Lord, lucky for us that makes us forget everything. If you remember, it's very chaotic only. Huh? Your own earlier friends, relatives, they too died earlier life, but you know where they are. Somewhere the close friend is like your own enemy now. कुछ भी हो सकता है इसमें. I'm not confusing you. I'm just saying what mother says here. कि अन्या एव तथा व्यवहार परंपरा. In each of the plane, the Vyavahara Parampara is totally anya, different only, not the same. Okay? So, now the subtle thoughts. We have seen all these 5, 6, 7. Again, I am repeating for myself also to re register in my heart that knowledge and see, according to that knowledge, what can be the changes in our attitudes, plans, intentions, activities, etc. कि संसार मंडलानि इहतानि पार्श्वे स्थितानि अपि. All these realms, though are very near in one way, दूरं योजन कोटीनां कोटयः tu teshu इह antaram. Yet in between them, the distance in another language, another calculation is crores and crores of yojanas. Few examples we gave you yesterday. At the mind level, people are in two different continents, but physically, but they are so close to their hearts that they remember. Other are in the same room staying, but they are as much distance as satellite only that they talk to each other through WhatsApp or email. She messages him, क्या खाना बना रहे हो? He says, जो आपका हुक्म हो. Then she says, दाल का तड़का बनाओ. Then he says, दाल is over. WhatsApp में. ठीक है फिर आलू का वो कहना दम आलू बनाओ. Then he replies, but कल ही बनाए थे. Then कुछ भी बनाओ. Then he replies, whatever you tell that only I'll make. चलिए वो खिचड़ी बनाओ तुम. Then he replies, anyway जो भी मैं बनाता हूँ वो खिचड़ी ही बनती है. Tell me something. WhatsApp में. They are in the satellite distance only. This is the meaning of दूरम योजना कोटिनाम कोटयः तो तेषु इह अंतरम. चल ठीक है, now nothing to make, online order करो. Then again he replies, but nowadays ऑनलाइन वाले रास्ते में आधा खा के ले आते हैं. So, so what to do? So तो कुछ भी बनाओ ना. ठीक है तुम बोलो, नहीं तो फिर तुमको पसंद नहीं आएगा. This is very interesting. फाइनली फ्रस्ट्रेटेड शी सेज, अब ठीक है मैं ही बनाती हूँ. देखो तुम्हारे बाद मैं कभी मना नहीं करता. यू ओनली मेक इंटेलिजेंट. सो द मोस्ट ब्यूटिफुल थिंग इज दिस. आकाश मात्रम एतेषाम इदम पश्य वपुः पुनः. Of all these things, if you see from the ultimate standpoint, every one of them in their finermost self, as their finermost self, finermost substratum, they're all the Akasha Matram. They're all the vast, all pervading, endless, limitless, uh, Avayava Gunadirahita, Chidakasha only everything. In that projected are Merumandara Kotinam Kotaya tu Teshu Avastitaha. In that space, Merumandara Kotis with so many worlds are projected. At the macro, I told you, now micro, I am telling. Saraswati says, Paramano Paramano Sarga Varga Nirargalam Mahachitehe Suranti Arkaruchivat Rasarenava. In that Mahachiti, in that Siddhakasha, in its Paramanu also, there are so many worlds are projected like the dust particles in that light beam or sun ray beam coming from any of the windows or any of the ventilators. है ना, सारा बंद करो आप, थोड़ा सा खिड़की या वेंटिलेटर है, दरवाजा लिटिल खुला है, सनलाइट कमिंग इनसाइड, in that rays you see how many trasarenus they are called, dust particles. Those many worlds are there in the Paramanu of that Chidakasha Paramatma. Today we chanted in Kaivalya morning, Maya Khanda Sukam Bodhau, Mai Eva Sakalam Jata, Mai Sarvam Pratishtitam, Mai Sarvam Layam Yati, Tad Brahma Dvayam Asmiham. In today's Kaivalya Upanishad. In the as many Trasarenus are there. Isn't it? The people very rich having 5-10 servants to clean everything. Oh, the servants clean and go, they think so much it is clean. अब सनलाइट को आने दो अंदर, अब देख कितना डस्ट पार्टिकल्स हैंग करते रहेंगे. By the way, then next one, I am not elaborately explaining, leaving it to you. So what is the meaning of it is, don't take this world as ultimate, don't take yourself in this world with this body as ultimate, don't take anybody around you as ultimate. Every one of them are continuously, constantly changing. The only changeless substratum is the Brahman. Two are the only two changeless things in the world. One is Brahman, second is change. Change is the only changeless law in this world, and the changeless Brahman alone is one, without any modification changes. So, Maharambha Gurunyevam Avibrahmandakanihi Tulaya Dhanakamatram Avidhani Bhavantino. So, Maha Arambha Guruni Evam Brahmandakani. I have taken you to whole Brahmanda ride. Like if I come to your village or town or city, you take me for a round, no? तो कार में घुमा के या साइकिल पे घुमा के रिक्शे पे या घुड़सवारी पे घुमा के या पैदल चला के, ताकि आई शुड नॉट कम टू यू अगेन. सो यू टेक मी एंड शो एवरीथिंग. I hope I am not giving you any ideas. Anyway, you won't call me. Even if you call, I will not come. I am happy with my classes, and if required, why will I come to you? I will invoke Mother Saraswati. She will tell me how to go to Ativahika level. She will take me to all worlds. आराम से जाऊंगा मैं. So I will not come. So, like this Saraswati Mata took, अरे मेरे प्यारे बच्ची, this is such a huge Brahmanda I showed you. When you saw that, it must be mind blowing to you. Maha Arambha and Guruni. Great, great beginning and endless the Brahmanda appears to be with. So many lokas, so many beings, so many happenings in it. Maha Arambha Guruni evam api Brahmandakani. Yet, each of these big Brahmanda with so many lokas, with so many things happening among so many jivas, all of that put together is Tulaya, comparatively, Dhanaka Matmapi Tani Bhavanti. They are like a small rice भी छोटा seed जो उसमें होते हैं, इलायची मानो. In that इलायची again इतने seeds होते हैं. Or in that banyan tree, within the seed there are small micro seeds. That alone is the size of this huge Maha Arambha Guru Brahmanda. Ananta Koti Brahmandas are like that small in that infinite consciousness. See, who will reveal this knowledge to us? Only in this Shastra we are getting these things. The more we understand the vastness of the universe or vastness of the self beyond the universe, the more will be freed from our too much value given to these things. When the value is given up and they go out of our mind and sight, we are no more in samsara. यावद् हेतुफलावेशः तावद् हेतुफलोद्भवः क्षीणे हेतुफलावेशे नास्तु हेतुफलोद्भवः यावद् हेतुफलावेशः संसारस्तावदायतः क्षीणे हेतुफलावेशे संसारं न प्रपद्यते. I tell you, now you must be slowly feeling more than what I said or saying what I am not able to say with words while listening. That is called as teaching. That's called as learning, wherein Guru employs few words, but along with the literal meaning, the higher indicative meanings also we are able to catch. That's how all the Upanishadic students are brought by the Guru to that level. Through the training given for some years before, they are revealed this Upanishadic Jnana. There is a Guru's greatness also, Shishya's surrender also. Thereafter, Guru says Tattvamasi, the Shishya is able to catch Aham Brahmas. Here also, Maha Aramba Guruni Brahmandani are Dhanaka Matramapi. That's what we said yesterday. From the sun, if you go there and look back, this earth won't be in like a dot only, like one of the stars twinkling we see from here. May not be even seen also, because the sunlight has to fall on the earth, then only we can see. In that way, how many twinklings are we are seeing? Unseen, how many are there? We don't know. अब समझ में आया ना? The bigness of vastness of universes, and all of them are like trasarenus only in that infinite ocean of consciousness. चिदाकाश में सब छोटे छोटे. Examples some are given. Nana ratnamalodyoto manavadbhati kheyatha prithvyadibhutarahita jagat chit bhati chintaya. See? Nana ratnamalodbhuta ratna amala udyuta manavadbhati kheyatha. So, when you see the sky night time, Nana ratna, so many diamonds are there of the stars. Amala udyotaha. And so calm, quite beautiful appears to be that space. Vanavad bhati keyata. So the Akasha is like a huge vana which has got the trees of diamonds, jewels in that. Prithvyadi bhuta. Like that also, the consciousness in which all the Prithvyadi and in the Prithvi the Bhutadi projected. But in its essence, Prithvyadi Bhuta Rahita Jagat Chit Bhati Chintaya. So when one really contemplates and understands the imagination, projection of all of them and transcends Jagat Chit Bhati Chintaya. With that Chintana, the pure consciousness is seen beyond all these things which are appearing in the consciousness like the stars appearing in the space. Those four stars which appear in the space were not there once upon a time. And then so many stars which we are seeing now, they are already gone into oblivion. Only their Kanti is coming to us slowly because it takes time for the light to come. So light has been sent some years back. That light is reaching to us now, but years back only that is over. That star is gone. You know, in the olden days, letters used to come. Postman 10 दिन के बाद आता था वो, बेटा मैं ठीक नहीं हूँ तो आके देखो. After 10 days letter came. By the time he reaches there, already क्रियाकर्म भी हो गया. Isn't it? Those days of post office, the telegrams was very very different altogether. पता ही नहीं चलता था किधर क्या हो रहा है. That's why no tension at all. कोई जाते भी नहीं थे वैसे. They're all इर्द गिर्द ही रहते थे. The most next village the daughter is given for marriage. अभी तो next ग्रह they are thinking if there is an alien, I'll send my daughter there. She looks like that only. Isn't it? तलाश कर रहे हैं लोग. नाना रत्न मलोद्योतो वनवद भाति खे यथा पृथ्वी आदि भूतरहिता जगत चिद भाति चिंतया. Therefore, wonderful thought conclusion. Kachati jnaptireva idam jagadityadina atmani. See, jnaptihi eva. The pure consciousness alone, kachati means appears like jagadityadina atmani in the form of this jagat in itself. सो ज्ञप्ति ही स्थित प्रज्ञा सुबह का क्लास वही है. न तो पृथ्व्यादि संपन्नम सर्गादयावेव किंचन. This is very powerful thought. In the beginning of creation, the creation was not there. Therefore, creation was never there. It never began. No, began. Then what is there is only Paramatma. Then the million times asked question, what is the whole world I am seeing now? It is on the screen, the movie projected out of somebody's mind intellect. So too, the Ishwaras and Jivas mental projections are this world, nothing but that much, it is never real. And the mind of Jiva and Ishvara is nothing but a Shakti. Shakti of that Parabrahman only. Just like so many Shaktis in the world, Vidyut Shakti. See how many variety of electrical equipments it is making functional. How many of the electronic things it is making functional. See the Shakti's way of utilization. The Saura Shakti, the Vayu Shakti, the petrol wala Shakti. कितने काम कर रहा है वो. Same way, the Bhagavan's Maya Shakti is making all this appear, not real. That's what Kachati Jnapti eva idam Jagad iti ana ityadina atman. Pure consciousness only playing the play of all the world of names and forms. That is the thing. Natu Pruthyadi Sampannam Sargadaviva Kinchana means as we see the Prithvyadi Panchamahabhutas, as we see their combination of so many names and forms as real, that way they are never real. They are never other than Brahman. These two, three sentences of Vedanta have to be caught. Ornaments are never real. They are never other than gold. Gold never became ornament. Ornament never existed other than gold. There are no two things called as gold and ornament. Gold alone is. Gold only is transcendental. Gold alone is the immanent. Our mind is overpowered by the immanent expression of the gold in the form of the ornaments because of their enchantment, etc., which in which we are caught up. Now, see, if this one deepest thought is caught, that in 2000 ornaments, if I see the substratum gold, then I understand that all the variety of ornaments are only play. Then they enchant me, I use them, but I'm not deluded by them. They enchant me in their form, I use them, but I'm not deluded because I am aware of the substratum, and from the substratum standpoint, I know the ornaments are not real. Itna hi hai Vedant. If I realize the reality, underline, quotes, italics, from the reality standpoint, the whole world enchanting. I involve in it, but I'll not be deluded because one, I know the reality, two, from its standpoint, all these are unreal. See that? I'll not be deluded. I'll not be lost. I'll not become a samsari. Think. This is what Natu Pratyadi Sampannam Sargadaveva Kinchana. So, I tell you, Leela just says, let me see my husband. But as an answer to that, Mother Saraswati lifts her understanding to those two highest levels. One, everything is Chidakasha Gnapti Matra. Two, other than that, entire Anantakoti Brahmandas also are Kalpita Trasarenos. If the another Koti Brahmandas are Kalpita, in another Koti Brahmanda, one Brahmanda, in one Brahmanda, one Bhugola, in that one Bhugola, you are Leela and he is your husband. And that also temporarily for few years. Before that he was Brahmana and your wife. उससे पहले क्या पता पता ही नहीं है. And the next life, he is that king there, you are not yet died. And उसके बाद क्या होगा पता ही नहीं है. What is the meaning and value of this thing? When the Anantakoti Brahmandas are said to be dust particles projected on the consciousness. So, from the very tiniest level of thinking which Leela had, Mother is lifting her attention and thinking to the macro level, in which pure self alone is all pervading. Everything else is just like a dust particle hanging only out of Maya play. Baap re baap. I really appreciated this great thought. Then she is concluding this with the famous example. Wordings are different, but example is familiar to us. Yatha tarangah sarasi bhutva bhutva punarbhavet. विचित्राकार कालांग देशाज्ञप्तावलं तथा यथा just like sarasi in the lake tarangaha the waves bhutva bhutva they appear they disappear again and again they disappear and appear in the same way vichitra akara kala anga desha deshagnaptavalam tata so in the pure consciousness vichitra akara mein kala time with all its parts, limitations and parts. From the micro nano gigo gigo second से लेकर महायुग कल्पांत तक this time is kalpita so to desha and its parts are also kalpita, you know, like the desha kalpana is my bedroom, then my house, then our colony, then our small town, then our district. These are all parts, no? Then our state, then is my country, India, then we are Asians, then we are the global. And this whole globe on earth is one of the nine of the planets around sun. This is one space divisions, no? Then solar family, then we belong to this particular galaxy. This set of galaxy belongs to so many galaxies of that Milky Way. These are all Desha Vibhajana. This is Kala Vibhajana. Both are projected only like the waves in the ocean. मयि अखंड सुखाम्बोधौ बहुधा विश्वविषय उत्पद्यन्ते विलीयन्ते maya मारुत विभ्रमात्. Mind you, only the great texts like Yoga Vasishtha, great gurus like Vaashishtha can teach them, and any human being who is little, wants to use his interaction, only human being can be given this knowledge, and if he tries, he can understand. And in this understanding, what's the outcome? They were every manifested is understood to be mithya kalpita, and one transcends that to realize the unmanifest as his own self. First of all, that state of Rupanama Rahita Brahman Ananta is there. First, that knowledge has to creep into our intellects. We are trying that only through the study of all our Upanishads every day. Let it take some more years, lives, we don't give it up. To the extent the Brahma Satyatva Jnana enters into us, to that extent, conversely, Jagat Mithyatva becomes stronger because two Satyas cannot be. When that happens, then the Mithya Jagat, when we keep away, samsara is gone. Sat Brahma, when it's realized, all our ambitions are fulfilled. That's called moksha. Yatha tarangaha sarasi bhutva bhutva punarbhavet. Like the wave in the rivers, appear, disappear, disappear. Same way, in the Chidakasha, infinite pure conscious blissful self, Brahman, Vichitra Akara Kala Anga Desha Agnyapta Valam Tata. Variety of the Desha Kala with their Vibhajana keep on appearing. And now, one thing we have seen Desha Vibhajana, Kala Vibhajana. Again, this Desha Kala Vibhajana differs, varies again from species to species. है ना? करेक्ट है कि नहीं बताओ फॉर यू एंड मी एज ह्यूमन बीइंग्स द देश फ्रॉम दिस प्लेस टू दस प्लेस वी कैन गो 10 किलोमीटर ऐसे कार में 5 मिनट पहुंच जाते बट व्हाट अबाउट फॉर एन एंट दिस 10 किलोमीटर विच वी ट्रेवल्ड वो कितने दिन में पार करेगा उसका अलग ही पैरामीटर होता है देश और काल का एंड इन 10 मिनट्स वी ट्रेवल 10 किलोमीटर घूम घूम के व्हाट अबाउट ए पक्षी in 10 minutes you just see it your this distance उस 3 गुना ज्यादा चला जाता है देखने पक्षी हमसे छोटी जाति, but it can fly. So for that, the distances are in different measurement. So to the Kala, I live for 100 years, human. Again for the same one small microbe, जैसे बारिश में देखते हो ना, the legions they come up, मिट्टी में से निकलते हैं, 10,000 of them. And evening time they come up, you close all the doors outside, the light is put on, all of them hit to that light. In 5 minutes, क्या 2 minutes only they die. अब उस 2 मिनट में मरने वाले उसको our life of 100 years with each year having so many days and hours, minutes, कितना लंबा होगा वो. You understood what do you mean by Vichitra Desha and Kala? Vichitra is not wondrous. Vichitra means variety. है ना, हाथी lives for 40 years. We live for 100 years. Some animals only 5-10. कौवा 120 साल जीते ऐसे कहते हैं. मगरमच्छ थोड़ा लंबा है. Turtles live up to 350 years. All these desha and kala in that variety of upadhis, and into the upadhi jiva bhava, they come and go in atanki chalta rehta hai. None of that is real. Knowing this, when we search reality and reach out to it, then we know I alone am there. All this is just play. Now, here starts from this verse Chauthi, as we were seeing the topic or the title of the Sarga, Leela narrating her various earlier lives. What is the name of the Sarga? Leela Janmantara Varnanam, isn't it? So, right? लीला उवाच लीला says एवमेतत् जगन्मातर मया स्मृतमिहाधुना ममेदं राजसं जन्म न तमो न च सात्विकम्. First Leela says एवमेतत्. Yes, mother, you are right. In the 11th chapter also, Arjuna says एवमेतत् यथात् तत्वम्. May use whatever said is, so be it, O Lord. Drashtumichami te rupam aishwaryam purushottama. I want to see your Aishwarya Rupa. Manyase yedi tat shakya maya drushtum. If you think I am capable of doing seeing that, you show me. Yogeshwara tato metam darshayatmanam avayam. So here also eva metat. Yes, yes, mother. So be it. You are right. Jaganmataha, mother of the entire universe. Maya smrutam iha adhuna. Now I just became conscious and aware of. What is it? Mama idam rajasam janma. This life of me as Leela is a rajogunatmaka janma. Na tamo, not tamas like my husband in his next life. Thank God. I am not a dead to be like that. Na tamo. So too, nacha satvikam. I no more am as satvik and noble as the Arundhati, the Brahmana Patni of my earlier janma. No, see, in this one sloka of Leela, such a clarity is given to us. Dekho. That's the way among these three gunas, sattva, tamas, purely sattva, purely rajas, purely tamasic, or in that mutual combinations. With their permutation combinations, we take birth in each of the life. Three examples are given. Sattva guna, Arundhati, Brahmana Pati. Rajoguna, Leela here now. Tamoguna, she did not take up, but the husband took up. That is shown. Husband hasn't, we are saying, but is an independent jiva. Only for one life, two life, three life, husband. And just because husband is not permanent, he may have 10 wives, he'll have 20 children. He'll have the mantri, santri, kantri. So he will have so many other people also to deal with. 24 hours he cannot attend to the wife. Ah, one is not only husband all the time. He'll have to be the son when his mother father comes. अब देखो कितना माया है. When we think about all these, nothing is understood. When nothing is understood, out of that something is understood that it is not worthy of understanding. Then you drop it. Then you become spiritual. You understand? Everybody who became spiritual, before that they were confused about the world. Why? Because world is confused only. You can never understand the world. But you can dissolve the problem of the world. How? Just by giving up. Isn't it? I tried to understand my husband. I never understood, but finally I found a solution, even though I have not understood him. How divorced? Oh, yeah. Isn't it? What is if it is real, you can understand, and real also you can't understand because it is you. Rather, you need not. And I know I am that. So in this way, this is my Rajasa Janma, neither Satvika nor Tamasic means earlier I was Satvik. Thank God I have not gone into Tamasic. You saved me. I was almost about to make that husband of mine recognize me and remarry me or own me. The Jnana given by you saved me. In that way, Leela says without saying. Now she says, Brahmanastavatiernaya अष्टौ जन्मशतानि मे नानायोनीनि अतीतानि पश्यामि इव अधुना पुनः. See, Brahmana to avatirnayaha. The moment when I got separated from Brahman, whether it has really happened or not, when it has happened, all that questions are answered in Mandukya at different parallels. Yet, Brahmana to avatirnayaha. From whenever it was, I lost my Brahmana sthiti, even though as per this Shastra and Mandukya, the ignorance or bondage never began and moksha also never begins. Yes, we have seen in Mandukya so exhaustively. If ignorant samsara ends one day, whatever ends, it has to come again. So too when the ignorant samsara ends is equal to the knowledge began and moksha began. Anything which begins, again it will end one day. Therefore, what is the outcome? The outcome is I was never bound, nor I need to be liberated. That's the meaning of Nanirodho, Nachotpatti, Nabadho, Nacha Sadhakaha. Finally, this is what is realized. The real realization is I am bound for so many millions of lives. Thank God my Guru's Krupa, now I realize the self. ऐसा नहीं होता. That is only while explaining the process. It's all prakriya. But when the realization happens, it happens. I was ever Brahman. I never was bound. There was no bondage. That's the realization. Ah, thank God the sarpa so much it was frightening me. It is gone away. That will not be the realization when the rope is realized. When the rope is realized, what is realized is it was always rope only. There was never the snake. Snake never goes away when the rope is realized. The delusion that there was snake, it goes away. So to the Jagat never disappears when the Brahman is realized. Then Jagat was there, the delusion disappears. Jagat was never there, Brahman was never there. It was ever there. So that's the meaning. Brahmana to avatirnaya ashtav janma shatani. 800 janmas ahead. Ashtav 8, janma shata hundreds. Nana yonini atitani. In so many yonis I have gone through, they have passed. Pashyamiva adhuna punaha. Now my antakarana becomes so shuddha is equal to not bound by this life and this sharir and this bhoga and this sambandhas or any one of them. In that pure, immaculate, detached state I am there or my chitta is there. Therefore, I can see like a reel or movie or picture all my past lives. है ना जन्म कथंता संबोधा we saw in Patanjali Yoga Darshana, In the Yamaniyamadi Ashta Angas, each of them, when we conquer, what of the Siddhis varieties we get, it was told. In one of them, the Siddhis, Janma Kadhanta Sambodha, one awakens to his earlier past lives, not only his, even others also. Depending on his Sukshmata to that extent. Like here, Leela's Sukshmata allowed her to realize her 800 earlier lives. उससे पहले भी होंगे, she may not know them. So, Ashto Janma Shatani Nana Yonini. In various yonis they were Atitani Pashyami va Aduna Punaha. I just can see them passing in front of me. So, is equal to be attentive, be careful. बाकी इतने जन्म हुए क्या? Brahman is Brahman always. That time and it in so many ways, in the delusion of Hetu Phala Sakti or Karma Karma Phala, I just happened to go through all of them. It happened only. It never clearly happened. Like hero says कि मैं 300 सिनेमा में एक्ट किया. In some I was police, in some I was chore, in some I was doctor, in some I was patient. So when he says all of that, not that he was born in so many ways. He took up so many roles. Just like when he was doing well as a police inspector, चलो अगले मूवी इसको पुलिस के थानेदार बनाओ. He was acting good like a comedian, चलो अगले सीन में इसको comedian बनाओ. So that's how we, through our sankalpa, took up so many play roles and played. None of them are really created. Think about it. Okay. So Nana Yonini Atitani Pashyami Vaduna. So from here, 36 say, up to the end of Sarga, Leela will tell some 20-30 of her earlier lives. Few of them. And what is the purpose of the study of Leela's Pura Janmas for us? Only to relate and connect to ourselves that in this way till we realize Aham Brahmasmi through the delusory karma and karma phala, so many janma maranas we go through, though they are unreal, but as if real, like though the dream is unreal, because you give the reality value, therefore the experience appear to be real of sukha dukkha in dream. असत्य है लेकिन आपने सत्यता दी ना तो फिर आपको अनुभव आएगा. Here also, though asatya, all these janma maranas, but we give reality, we just go through them. Then, do you want to continue? Continue. Change the track and realize the self, go beyond janma marana chakkar, that's also available. Now, itne saal se hum janma marana ka samsara, maya, moha, how many movies we heard these dialogues, how many poems we heard, how many cinema gana, but only now when you study Vedanta, you haven't understood what it means. So, संसारमण्डले देवी कस्मिंश्चिद् अभवं पुरा लोकान्तराब्जभ्रमरी विद्याधरवराङ्गना. Some of them she is counting her earlier lives. Hey Devi, samsara mandale, in this mandala of samsara of continuous changes, transmigrations, kasminschit, in one of the samsara bhumandala, pura, in the past, abhavam, I was. कस्मिंश्चित् संसार मंडले पुरा अहम अभवम. कस्मिंश्चित् संसार मंडल. Isn't it like we have our own town village with all its borders, but we go to other town and come. We have our own state, its own borders, interstate. We go to other state and come. The other state people also come here and go. We have our own country borders. So visa, passport, go and come. They also come. And same way, this one Brahmanda, this another Brahmanda, another Brahmanda. These jivas travel from one to the other. Rishis travel from one to the other consciously. So in one of the Brahmanda Mandala, she says, which one also doesn't know. Kasminchit Brahmanda Mandale, Aham Pura Bhavam Samsara Mandale. Who are you? Lokantara Abja Brahmari Vidyadhara Varangana. Like a Brahmari, I am a Vidyadhara Angana, Vidyadhara Stri, who was given passport visa to go from one loka to the other. सो लोकांतर आब्ज भ्रमरी. सो लोकांतर रूपी लोटस में भ्रमण 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 करने का मौका दिया गया भ्रमरी के समान. आई वॉज देर एज विद्याधर अंगना. So she remember she was a Vidyadhari, Vidyadhara Lokavasini, who could go with her Shaktis from Vidyadhara Lokas to other Lokas. But her native place of stay is Vidyadhara Loka. One. Then Durvasana Kalushita. As a Vidyadhari, as I was going from one Loka to the other, my Antakarna got Kalushita because of Durvasana. Tata aham manushi sthita. Then I am thrown from that pure Vidyadhara Loka to the Manushya Loka. I became a Manushi, the human woman. From the Vidyadhara Loka I fell down. Then here, whatever the life I lived, good, bad, Samsara Mandale, Anyasmin, I am sent from here into another Samsara Mandala, from this human life to what? Pannageshwara Kamini. The one who was desired by the Pannageshwara is equal to Pannageshwari. So a female snake I am born in another mandala. Snakey. Ladka ladki, snake snakey. So that one indicatively Leela says, and I need not explain because you know it. Pannageshwara Kamini means I am desired by Pannageshwara. And whom the Pannageshwara desires, Pannageshwari only. So like that, Vasishtha Brahmana became Raja. The Raja became now again Raja only, but with so much of negative habits. She also says, I was Vidyadhari. From there, lower level, I came to human. From the human, I went to snake level. Now, refer to the Garudadi Puranas where क्या क्या कर्म मनुष्य करने से कौन से ऊर्ध्व और अधम लोकों में जाते हैं. You can guess what Leela Jiva has done in those lives for her to deserve the different shariras, different yonis, different lokas. You have to study all of them and remember. I cannot tell everything here. तो सारा मुझे यहाँ रखना पड़ेगा गरुड़ पुराण ये पुराण वो पुराण. Then I have to tell you, so Leela did this because of that. From the Gandharva, she became human. As a human, she was so poisonous, doing this and that. Therefore, she became Nagaraja Kanya, Pannageshwara Kamini. Nagaraja Patni, sorry. Pannageshwara Kamini bani. Nagarani. So three lives are for her, she has told. And then I need not explain to you, in every of life, Janma, Marana, in between Sukha, Dukkha, Karma, Karma, Phala, fear from the Mrityu, disease, trouble with others, fighting with others, the entire samsara. That's why I am none of these, I am Atman. Only in this knowledge there is liberation. Then next one, Kadamba Kunda Jambira Karanjavana Vasini Patrambar Dhara Shyama Shavaryahamata Bhavam. So Kadamba Kunda, Kunda means Gucha. Kadamba फूलों के गुच्छे वाले जंबीर का रंज वन जंबीर करंज वनवासिनी. So the Kadamba Jambira Vana, I was born and stayed there for a long time. Patrambara Dhara, I was wearing the leaves there, Shama, in the dark color. Shavari Ahamatha Bhavam. I was Shavari, a human being, a Shavari for a long time, in one life. Shavari means somebody tribal wearing the leaves for their clothes. आजकल भी दिखते हैं ना आप. You can see even in this modern world, people are there this time. So I was Shavari in one life. Then what? Vanavasanaya mugdha sampannaham athodhata guluchanena patrasta vanavilasini. So I was staying there as Shavari and was deluded in all my wisdom. My attention was only in Vana, Vanalata, etc. Therefore, I was born in my next life as Vanalata, the creeper. But that creeper was in the ashram of a rishi. Therefore, I became the daughter of the Muni Kanya. In that way, she will go on telling, which we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Sri Vasishtha Bhagavan ki Jai. Saraswati Maya ki Jai. Leela Mata की जय. तो yeah, we can only have to narrate you their lives ना, तो आराम से हर other lives they can be done in one day's class. तो आते ही शुरू करें. These are the earlier lives of Leela. I just go on telling one by one. Tomorrow we can do this. And every time while listening them, feel that we were also in one of these yonis, one time or the other, or नहीं तो आगे जन्म में. We don't know. This is how the meaning of karma phala, janma marana, samsara. Karma and phala, janma marana and samsara. ओम पूर्णमद. थैंक यू वेरी मच. चलो आ जाओ, पढ़ते हैं हमारा आदिशंकर जी का वाक्य वृत्ति.